You know who is here?
Who's that?
Tiger Claw.
There we go.
And he says, "What's up, Fantastic Forum? What you thought of the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer? Could this have the potential of being the greatest Spider-Man movie ever?"
Moses Magnum, as the our resident biggest Spider-Man fan, what and you know the person that's probably most invested in this movie, or maybe not most invested, but maybe the one of us that would want it to be good the most. Do you feel like this potentially could be the greatest Spider-Man movie ever?
It looks like it.
There you go.
I watched it and then I ran into the bathroom because I started tearing up and I didn't want Emily to watch me tearing up, and then so I tried watching it again, and then I had to run into the bathroom again to hide my little misty eyes. But you know, part of it is I get mad with the technological suits. Like, I know Spider-Man has had them here and there for like an issue, and it's not, you know, especially during Dan Slott's run, he had a lot, and it was like based on the story at the time. So my first instinct was to say, why does Disney hate Spider-Man? But you know, it's just that's just where we're kind of at now, and but it looks really good, and I mean, we got Sandman in it, we got Electro. They fixed Electro. Like, I'm okay with it being Jamie Foxx now. Like, it looks good, and I mean, he's a great actor, and he looks great in it. And then you got two goblins, you know. So it's like, man, and it's almost like a Sinister Six type movie now. So it's like, yeah, fuck Sony, but yeah, I hope they can really like come together with Sony and Disney to kind of do like a really good like. You know, keep this relationship going, doing good shit, because I really do like I want this to be really good. If it's the last one, I want it to be the best, but I don't want to have a bunch of crappy ones after, you know, MC and Marvel put, you know, dropped a good load, and then now we got subpar shit.
Yeah.
So what was that you put out? You put that Deathlock Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's my favorite technological suit.
Yeah,
that he had.
Yeah, it's good shit, man. I mean, they did a lot of shit with Spider-Man. So the movie's doing it. Like, I just, you know, the way it started off with the Tony Stark Jr. shit is what I didn't like. But what are we gonna do about that now? Yeah. Well, the thing is, what are we gonna do about it now? Like, we're 3 movies in, and the second one was good, and this one looks even better. And it's just like, even him talking to Otto Octavius and then kind of laughing at the name because, you know, he's never had a Dr. Octopus, and but then like seeing like, they're all destined to die. You're fighting the ghosts of Spider-Man's past, like before ever fighting them. That concept alone is like, man, it's like this Peter Parker's like biggest adventure, and you know.
Yeah.
Aside from, and he was in Infinity War and Endgame, and it's earth shattering for him. That's kind of the spirit of Spider-Man within the greater Marvel comics universe. That's how this feels like in the grand scheme of the cinematic universe too. So it's like, it feels like right on point. Now, this is just a trailer. They could just fuck it up, and I'll be mad, you know. But who knows? Well, I'll enjoy the feeling till it comes out. I know I'm buying my ticket on Marvel Monday.
There it is. But no, it's really interesting though, because I agree with you where like it feels like in part like it's a little bit of like Revenge of the Sinister Six, and then it's a little bit like what was it? No One Dies? Was that the name of the arc?
Yeah, No One Dies.
A little bit of No One Dies.
Yeah.
And then in this trailer, like they kind of make it so like, you know, at first it feels like he was like, you know, he went to Doctor Strange for help, and now he's like kind of like pitting himself against Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is like, no, man, this is how it has to go. And
well, I think that's 2 Doctor Stranges in this.
And that could be the case. But it could be the same Doctor Strange, just that he's like, well, you're telling me these people have to die, and he's like, I'm Spider-Man. Like, I feel like nobody has to die, you know? And I'm just like, dang, like, you know, I know there was a point where we were a little bit afraid, like, Doctor Strange was going to take the place of Tony Stark, and now it's like, oh, this was under Doctor Strange's wing now. But it looks like Doctor Strange might actually be kind of like a bit of an adversary, which I'm like, wow, like it's crazy because what we thought this movie was going to be was just a big whole thing about him trying to like figure out how to like cope with his identity.
Yeah.
You know, being out there. And it turns out like, nah, man, that might actually just be a backdrop. Like,
it's the MacGuffin.
Right. It's like, it's kind of crazy to think. But yeah, it looks good. And did you all, I mean, they had I don't even know what the name, well, first of all, I should also mention, Jay, your suit that you just put up there that you're like, oh, that's my favorite. They literally just came out with a Marvel Legends of that figure, of that version of Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
I feel like it happened earlier this year. And, you know, and that joint, yeah, like that arc, that particular arc was such a like cool time for Spider-Man for me. Which I wasn't even collecting. Well, you know what? No, it's not true. You know what it was that Spider-Man, and this is how you know, like, this was the thought back in the day where, you know, I think earlier we were talking about how Spider-Man and X-Force had like one of those sideways issues. And I feel like after I was reading the Spider-Man issues from that X-Force, I just kept reading because I was like, oh, I'm interested in what they're doing in here. And I feel like that story there is actually like relatively right after that, because I think
2 issues after, I think
that metal arm is actually like a cast, and I feel like he broke it fighting Juggernaut, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was, it's like it was a good issue, and that's Eric Larson, right?
Yeah,
I think that did that cover, and I think does the interior art. I think.
Yeah,
it's so cool, man. Or it's either. I'm pretty sure it's Eric Larson. I guess it could be Todd McFarlane, but I don't think so, right? I think it's Eric Larson.
That might have been after his run. Like,
yeah, I think you're right. I think that is, yeah. So, you know, but anyway, it's like, yeah, the movie, the trailer, and they even showed the whatchamacallit. What was that suit? I can't remember the suit. The Spider-Man 300. Yeah, the armored Spider-Man, right? Which was that was what armored Spider-Man was considered back then, because now
right,
that Spider-Man with all types of Iron Man armors, right? Like,
right now, it smells like the inside of a new car.
right, exactly. Like, you know, not to be confused with the Iron Spider suits, right? But the armored Spider-Man, which that cover, I still have that book in here somewhere with that foil embossed cover because it has all those shiny plates on it.
Yeah.
Which, who knows, man? I'm like, did they make the foil embossed cover because of the design of the suit? Or did they design the suit like that because they wanted to have a foil embossed cover? Who knows in the 90s? Who knows?
Alfonso Ceja in chat says, I don't like this version of MJ, but I know they won't kill her off. But even with that, I am excited for this movie.
I don't know, man.
Mo, what do you think about this MJ?
I don't even call her MJ because, like, her name's not Mary Jane, right? They just say like, "Oh, they call me MJ," and that's like an Easter egg. That's like the in The Dark Knight Rises, where his middle name is Robin, you know, and it's like a Easter egg that you find, you know, the next Easter, and it smells like shit. Yeah. But I don't even trip. The character herself, like, once it's not Mary Jane, and even if it was Mary Jane, it just doesn't fit like what I know about Mary Jane, like how the character is. But she's a good character, period, here, and we'll see what they do with her. I mean, she's a big famous star, so I don't think they're gonna kill her off either, but we'll see what they do. I mean, they got to do something with this young Spider-Man that he needs to another moment of atonement and more chip on his shoulders. You know what I mean? But honestly, in the Spider-Verse, this could be the one that just ends up balancing his superhero life and love life and marries his high school sweetheart. You know, there's room for that in the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Also, too, they got that scene with her falling, kind of like a la Gwen Stacy. So
Yeah,
It-
but he goes to reach after her instead of shooting the web.
right,
So
but if he misses, then what happens? Oh.
he won't miss. Andrew Garfield will carry her or Toby.
Like also too,
Because they have
I mean,
his
who knows?
goblin. They have Andrew Garfield's goblin in this, and Toby's goblin in this. You know,
Mhm.
and they have Andrew Garfield's lizard
Mhm.
and the Electro. You know, the Sandman.
Yeah.
I guess it's Toby's Sandman.
I guess Who
They should
knows?
bring Toby's Venom.
Oh, dude, no one wants to see that.
Hey, I'd
I
rather have
wouldn't
that.
mind.
Yeah, at this point, like, look, Marvel will make it good.
Here's hoping. I don't like. I feel
Like
like
that might
I
be
feel-
like the after credit scene.
it could be, but I
Like,
mean,
he just
which
laid
Venom
low
do you
and-
like more? Do you like new Venom or you like old Venom better?
I guess from an origin standpoint and more like the comics, I like the old one better, but it's not good. And but I guess at this point, like he makes more sense to be like into Spider-Man, like you know,
Yeah,
instead of
Yeah,
like
his
what we
origin
got
is
the other
definitely
one.
closer.
Yeah,
but it's
and
like his like
it's tied
Topher
with
is-
Spider-Man. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, it's a wild thing.
Tiger Claw says, imagine Sam Raimi Venom versus Sony's Venom.
I don't want to see that at all. Like they should just pick one, and that's all we need. We don't need both of those Venoms.
Yeah, it's like Clash of the Shit Titans.
Plus, you could, it like without Sam Raimi, it's
You
like
can't even really call that Sam Raimi's Venom though, because yeah, he made the movie, but he made that under like protest. Like
Yeah,
He didn't even-
well, that's what I was saying. Like he wouldn't come back, so you can't really have his Venom if someone else is doing it, and he's
Well-
not going to come do it.
no,
It-
but he
Like,
is
he
doing
hates
Doctor
Venom.
Strange. But he's doing Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is in this. So I'm sure he probably even has some producer credit in this, or some story editor or some shit.
Oh, wow. Also, I will say that I don't know, like, if like, do these cats have any other like? Are they under contract to make any more movies? Like, not for the MCU, right?
Nah,
So,
Nah.
for all we know, they could kill and maim everybody because they might be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're done with these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if we need another Spider-Man, we'll get a new one, so we don't have to be entangled with Sony or which I guess they're gonna
Yeah.
have to either way. But but who knows? They might be trying to, look. I guess Sony has the rights to Miles Morales too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Who
it's
knows?
just we're on Spider-Man. How come none of you motherfuckers told me about Spidey and his amazing friends on Disney Plus?
I assumed you knew.
I feel like it got mentioned once, but I can't tell you like you know as much about it as I do that it exists.
No,
I didn't.
I already watched 2 episodes.
I didn't care.
Oh, you know more. You know more about it than I do.
Also,
wait,
Spider Woman is on.
What's Spider Woman?
Spider Woman, the cartoon. It was. I don't know if it's still on Disney Plus, but it
No.
was.
There's a Spider Woman cartoon.
He's asking about the character because he's not a Marvel guy.
I
What?
didn't know there was a Spider Woman cartoon.
Yeah,
What
he didn't know there was a Spider Woman.
Just ignore him.
The strong woman up in power. I mean, what is he gonna care?
It's weird that you don't remember it, but yeah, it's definitely it was. I don't know if Disney Plus like took it off, but they did have it, and I was rewatching it.
Oh, you mean from like back in the day?
Yeah, back
Oh,
around
right.
when Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends came out.
No, but Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is a new show,
Yeah.
right?
Spidey and his amazing friends. Is
Oh, that one.
yeah, it's like
yeah,
the
that's what
superhero
Moses
squad.
is talking
again.
about. He's talking about the new
Yeah.
stuff. He's not talking about old stuff.
It's like
Oh, okay, that's my mistake.
You guys already, our producer already told us what to talk about. I'm seeing. You guys did all
yeah.
the Spider-Man stuff.
What did you think of the trailer?
Oh, it was great seeing Andrew Garfield in it.
You're assuming that's who's in the armored Spider-Man suit?
No. There's
The leak.
look, ever since this came out, people have been computer filming the damn thing, and that shot right before MJ is thrown off the bridge. I hate calling her that, but that's her name. Before she's thrown off the bridge, they like didn't quite erase a character properly, so you see an arm that looks like Andrew Garfield costume.
Wait,
And
but,
of course,
but there's
that
more than
whole-
one arm that reaches?
No. It's like 3 or 4 frames. Like you really gotta like stop it. Right where it's her and Genki before she's thrown off. Like in the corner, you see a little arm, little Spider-Man arm, and it looks like the
Oh.
Andrew Garfield one. See, us hard-hitting investigators see these kind of things.
There it is, intrepid senior reporter Oz.
And as the Marvel guy here, I mean, it's my job to.
Is
Look
that
into
is
these
that what
things.
you are? You're the
Yeah.
Marvel guy, huh?
Look,
Okay.
I was right that when Doc Ock says, "Hey, hello, Peter," he wasn't looking at Tobey Maguire. He was actually looking at a Spider-Man that he assumed was Tobey Maguire. And I was right. As this
You
trailer
did say
proves.
that.
Yeah, I said a lot of things that are true, and you just don't listen. So I'm glad
I
they
don't-
fixed.
look, it's hard to filter out the truth stuff from the nonsense, Oz. I apologize.
I'm glad they fixed Electricity Man. Gave him his little starfish face.
Yeah.
I actually like how they did that. That was kind of cool. It's a good trailer. I can't wait to see it.
I
I
wish
was
they
also
would
right about Doctor Strange trying to Pokemon all the villains into that box to send them back to their own realities. I just like to point out
You got to catch them all.
he does. And Andrew Garfield is like, oh well, that's my Pokeball. And then Doctor Strange de-evolves him.
Wait,
That's when
what?
he hits him, and when he hits him, and he hits Spider-Man and Andrew Tom Holland pops out.
Too many
That's
spiders.
de-evolving from his ultimate form to there are too many Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
gonna be.
did you guys talk about who the 6th of the Sinister Six is going to be?
We did not.
Okay.
You have so speculation?
I have thoughts. Some people think it's Scorpion because
Well, Scorpion was in the trailer though, right?
Well, that's why I was thinking the Venom, the Sam Raimi, because it's split. Like they got Toby's villains and Garfield's villains, and Scorpion already came out. You know, Vulture's not in here, which is a Sinister Six guy. Scorpion is in jail.
Wait, doesn't Michael Keaton say something in this trailer? Or in
No,
one
he-
of them?
He says it in the Morbius one.
Yeah, that was the Morbius one.
Oh, it's in Morbius. You're right.
Yeah.
Sheesh, man. Golly.
And then
I was like, go ahead.
Scorpion is in
Morbius
jail.
Raider Lawrence.
Scorpion is in jail in that one, so maybe it'll be Scorpion, but there's one missing of Toby's villain.
I thought I saw Scorpion in that big scene with Sandman for some reason.
Nah,
But
that
maybe
was
I
the
didn't see
lizard.
it. There was I do remember the lizard, but okay. Okay, so wait. So all the villains that we have.
all the green guys look the same.
So what? How many? Or what are the villains that we've seen in this trailer?
We saw
Doc Ock,
Doc Ock, Sandman, Electro, Lizard, and Goblin.
The Dane DeHaan Goblin.
Okay. So yeah. Okay.
That's 5.
So
Some people
you
think
think
it's
will it
Venom
be the
because of the
second?
post-credit scene in Venom.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be
I don't
Venom.
want it to be Venom though. I'd rather see
Which-
Scorpion. Some people think it's going to be Rhino, which is completely ridiculous.
Oh, dude, Paul Giamatti's Rhino.
Yeah,
That would be. Listen. Listen, here's the thing. Like this, and I said this back when the movie came out. Like, this is how you know you made a really bad movie when you have Jamie Foxx, who's an amazing actor, and Paul Giamatti, who's like out of this world in your movie, and you still managed to mess it up. Like, but like you somehow made both of these amazing people less. It's like Jamie Foxx already looks like a better Electro in this trailer than he did in the entire movie beforehand. So it's like if you could mess around and bring Paul Giamatti back and somehow turn him into a good Rhino, like what if Paul Giamatti came on and he was all buff? Could you imagine?
Well,
like little.
But isn't like Ultimate Rhino like that? Like a guy in a suit?
Ultimate Rhino is a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
I don't think is he like Paul Giamatti size?
I thought he was like this little like nerdy guy, like looks like a Toy Man a little bit.
I don't remember. He might be though.
I thought like because well, I'm going by the game that actually continued from the comics,
Mhm.
and you fight the Rhino, and he's like a little guy, like
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That was such a good game.
yeah.
That's the what is it? Spider-Man? What's it called? Damn
It's
it.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, it is. Yeah, just Ultimate Spider-Man. You're right.
Ultimate Spider-Man, and it's written by Brian Reed and Brian Michael Bendis.
Mm-hmm. It fits right in the continuity. So good. We've said this before. We're going to say it again because, like, in the world, like in my perfect world, everything would do that. Like everything that is like, oh, okay. Like if you make a movie, that movie fits into the continuity of whatever the source material is, whether that be a novel or a comic or a television show. Like that's all the same world.
Yeah.
But that's me.
I don't understand why they gave Rhino a Calendar Man tattoo. You remember that? He had a tattoo like across his head.
In that movie?
Yeah.
I didn't see that movie, so I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember it, but I believe it because I mean, listen, they made so many poor choices. So like it doesn't even surprise me that there's a Calendar Man tattoo on Rhino in that movie. If I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Look, listen, once they let Jamie Foxx do Itsy Bitsy Spider, it's like, okay, well, we're done.
Look, when getting his powers fixes his tooth gap, like that was out. You remember that? As soon as he gets electrified,
yeah.
That happened.
It did happen.
Now he wants to see it. Look at him.
No. Well, I have to now because I'm gonna be lost in this movie.
Hilarity. Listen,
now I have to watch.
There would be very little that would be more fun, Moses, than like we should maybe think about watching it while we're all together at friggin' Comic-Con. that would be a good time. That's when you can bring your I'm sorry, it looks so crazy. Who let Paul Giamatti do this? That fool was John Adams. Damn it! Who let him do it?
And he's only got like 3 minutes of screen time, if that.
Right. And I don't know if Paul Giamatti was like, you know what, man, they're paying me a ridiculous amount of money to do like next to no work, but it's not like Paul Giamatti's career is so solid that this doesn't hurt him. But I'm just like,
remember he was in it,
right? But I'm just like, who? Like, did he owe someone a favor? Like, I'm just like, what? Why did this happen? Look at that. Like, maybe even the Rhino suit right there, the little bit of it you can see is like, why? Why?
No, but that's not even the suit. That's like the mocap thing. Like that's what they're put it over.
Oh Jesus! Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, thank God. Look, that's how.
But it just showed the tattoo.
Yeah. They're like that Rhino suit looks like shit.
It looks terrible. Like damn, I remember looking that crappy, but it was crappy as hell.
My only question from this trailer is, so they explained that all the villains that were brought in were villains that are destined to die to fighting Spider-Man. And in the movie, they all get killed except for Sandman. Oh, and I guess Lizard. No, Amazing Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah. Sandman, I remember, like, walks away. Doesn't he? Like, he repents.
Yeah. But, I mean, Maybe
Listen.
look. It might not be the same Sandman. It might be a Sandman from another universe. It might be a whole other actor, which would suck because I really like that guy.
No, he was great. Like he would have been fantastic in a movie by himself as Sandman as the main villain.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though because it's like it is interesting how like they're almost like doing a little bit of well, I guess I can't say that all the way, but it feels a little bit like they're trying to like Dan slot this movie where it's like, remember all those bad things that happened before?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this cool for you.
Actually,
let me tell you why this is still okay. It's like if you can redeem Amazing Spider-Man 2, man, dude, that's some movie magic right there. Marvel Studios might go down as the greatest comic book movie creators of all time again, like two times over.
I think
it's like that's more impressive than Endgame. Goddamn.
I think they've already done it without even putting Andrew Garfield in this movie. Because look how crazy people are going for Andrew Garfield Spider-Man to just show up. And honestly, if just a portal opens and you see his face walking by, like what the hell? Like people will splooge all over the theater. I guarantee it. That's all he has to do. It doesn't have to be
Andrew
like
Garfield so bad.
It could just be like old ass footage, like footage from the actual movie of him like walking by and like just looking, and boom, done.
That's funny.
People just throw money at the screen for no reason.
It's true.
So sit in the front and pick up the money.
Yeah. We got anything that we need to say or need to mention from chat, Jay? Or are we good?
We're good.
All right, cool. All right. Well, shoot. Look, we got plenty of other shows. That was good, and I'm happy we did it. But thank you, Tiger Claw. Appreciate you.